Hello, everyone. My name is Joy Henderson, and I'm here today to talk to you about ABA and behavior management and how BPI ABA can help. So a little bit about me. I do have my MBA, and right now I'm a graduate clinician in clinical counseling, and I'm also a registered behavioral technician. I have 10 years of experience working with children and families throughout Central Illinois as a behavioral technician and support person. I'm getting my master's degree in clinical counseling to be completed in May 2021. And I'm the mother of a blended family of 7 and grandmother of 10 rambunctious grandkids and 1 obstinate rat terrier. And you can see him in this picture with one of my grandchildren. So let's start out with what is ABA. You know, there's lots of misunderstanding out there about exactly what this means. And basically, it's assisting a person with autism or another neurological processing disorder with their behavior. The word breaks down like this. It's the study of behavior. The first part is applied. It's socially and developmentally significant application. Behavior, everything that people do, including the way we act, what we say, what we think, and what we feel. And analysis, effective research-based interventions to guide our decisions. So families come to us because the people they are living with are engaging in challenging behaviors, struggling to learn in a traditional setting like a school, not able to effectively communicate, not toilet trained, only eating a specified very special diet, struggling to follow instructions, and challenged by social interactions and unable to participate in varied play or leisure activities. So you might be thinking, my kid is misbehaving, help! Well, don't worry, it's not just your kid. All kids engage in problem behaviors, even those who don't have neurological difficulties at some point in their lives. Challenging behavior, however, can appear and usually is a form of communication, just not in always the most pleasant manner. So now what? Well, once you identify a behavior that you would like to change or stop, there are 3 crucial steps to success. The first one is identify why the behavior is occurring. Where's it coming from? What's it trying to say? Respond appropriately to the behavior, and then teach a replacement behavior if necessary. First of all, you've got to ask, why is the behavior occurring? And there are 4 main functions of problematic behavior. The first one is for attention. The second one is to escape. Next, to access a tangible item that they want. And the fourth one is automatic reinforcement. They're getting something that they want from that behavior. So let's look at attention. Individuals engage in a behavior in order to receive attention from those in the environment, like their parents, their teachers, their siblings. Attention that they want can be both positive, praise and clapping, laughter, or negative, scolded and being reprimanded. People actually crave attention even when it's negative. And the next one is escape. A person wants to engage in this behavior in order to get out of doing something that they don't want to do, to avoid, delay, or remove something non-preferred or aversive. Another reason for behavior is access to tangible items. An individual engages in a behavior in order to get a preferred item, an activity, or something in their environment. They want something you or someone else has. And the last one is automatic or sensory engagement for behavior. An individual engages in this behavior for sensory or internal input. The response itself maintains and strengthens the behavior. The more it's done, the more it seems to increase. It can be repetitive or self-soothing. So let's look at some function-based strategies when we're dealing with attention-seeking behavior. First of all, we need to identify the moments that you know the behavior is likely to happen. For instance, when you're on the phone or busy cooking dinner. In these instances, you want to look at ways that you can provide free attention ahead of these moments. Or you might give the child a job or a task where they can receive attention appropriately. You're going to be mommy's helper or daddy's little helper in the kitchen. Teach an alternative way to gain attention. For instance, if you want my attention, tap on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me," and teach this skill prior to the occurrence of the problem behavior. Review these expectations errorlessly and prompt if needed. Make sure to give these kids ample opportunity to practice a new behavior. Don't expect it to work the first time. Remember, if you don't give grand reactions to a problem behavior, then you'll probably see more of it. Function-based strategies for escape can be using directions, not questions. So, instead of saying, "Can you put your shoes away?" You might say, "Go put your shoes away." Very direct. Use first then statements, or otherwise called grandma's law. First homework, then you can go outside. Write out or use a picture schedule to prepare for difficult tasks or transitions. And be sure to build in fun activities in those picture schedules, or enrich the environment that you're doing the activity to make it less likely that it's something that they want to escape. Make it fun. For tangible based strategies, deliver freebies, free access to preferred items like edibles at a quicker rate as the problem occurs. In other words, build a motivation to use language to communicate. Teach children to communicate their wants and needs using modeling or verbaling prompts. So instead of screaming for crackers, teach them, say, "I want crackers." Use countdowns to prepare the learner for the removal of these preferred items. We're holding on tightly to the iPad. I'm going to count to 4, and then you're going to give me the iPad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Use promissory reinforcers to get the tangible back. So train the learner. You get an M&M for giving the iPad back. In other words, reinforcing behavior by giving an item up appropriately and then fading out an edible over time. Now, for function-based strategies for automatic and sensory, I want to say that these can be really difficult to assess and treat. Because especially at BPI, and I encourage you as a parent, we want to be ethical in the treatment of decisions of automatically maintained behaviors like stemming or different other kinds of physical coping, soothing strategies that an individual might need. And we may not want to demand a change for these all the time. So pick your battles. And when you're doing that, here are some questions to ask. Does this behavior really interfere with the child's ability to function throughout their day? Is it a health or safety risk? Is it decreasing their access to learning? Or is it decreasing their access to social opportunities? And I'd like to say, I think that last one isn't that big of a deal. It's more important for the individual to keep some of their automatic or sensory behaviors if it's really helping them to cope. So general rules of thumb: prioritize safety, respond to the problem behavior in a calm and neutral tone, not always easy. Try to not to take the problem behavior personally, and remember that your child's trying to communicate something. It just may not be appropriately. And consistency is important with follow through. If you say something, follow through with it. All caregivers need to be on the same page. And if you make a rule, stay with the rule. So do you need a hand with these huge tasks? You probably do if you're like most parents, and BPI is here to help. How can we do that? Well, first of all, we have a free resource that's online that can train you in all of the things, the complicated things that I just told you about, and it's called Parent Academy. Parent Academy was developed by a group of individuals parents who are raising children with autism, and professionals. These are online modules that you can watch anywhere you want. They run about 10 minutes, and they cover all of the most important issues that you're looking for as a parent who's raising a child with behavioral issues or with another specific neurological disability. So it's a great private online community, and it's free. Next, we have Apple Academy. This is our in-clinic services where we offer one-to-one direct care in small group instruction. It's a clinic setting designed to mimic a school or a daycare environment. It promotes communication skills, and also we have this for early learners ages 2 to 7, or an after-school program for older learners. For people who are looking for something in their home, we can use in-home ABA therapy. And this does even something a little bit more, because you can actually work on your daily living skills within your home and teaching leisure skills also. And what I love about this is it's available to all ages. We don't have an age limit on this one. We also offer occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a new service we have is school consulting and counseling. We can work with your school, and this might be especially important right now with online learning becoming such a big need. And also counseling services, including online parent support groups and individual services for parents. Our locations, we're all over. For Apple Clinic, we're all over the greater Chicago area, Springfield, Champaign, Plano, Austin, Texas, and coming soon to Madison County, Illinois, specifically in Glen Carbon. And as far as in-home service areas, everything I just said, including Columbia, Missouri. So thank you so much for listening in today. And I hope if you need more information or if you have further questions, you will look us up online at bpiaba.com or call us at 888-308-3728. And as always, feel free to email me, Joy Henderson, at jhenderson@bpiaba.com. Thank you again, and I hope you'll be well.